Hello children, back to your EVS class. Today we are going to start a new chapter, lesson 5, occupation. So first we will revise what you have learned in your previous classes. So take your textbook. We have some jumpstart exercise. Let us discuss that first. So who is the person who treats us when we fall sick? Who is that? It is the doctor. Now, the person who teaches us in school. Yes, the answer is teacher. The person who catches thieves and robbers. Yes, it is the police. It is the police. Now, the person who mends our shoes. What is the answer? It's the cobbler. Now comes the person who sells fresh fruits and vegetables. It is the vegetable seller. Now the person who works in the garden. It is the gardener. So these things you have learned in class 1. So what is occupation? Occupation is a job that a person do. Now in page 230 you can see the picture of 3 people. You can see the picture of a fireman who fights with the fire, and you can see the picture of a doctor, and you can also see the picture of a soldier. So all these 3 people are in some profession. So let us see what is an occupation. So in simple terms we can say that occupation means a job. So why do we do a job? We do a job to earn money. And what is the money used for? Money is used for buying the things that we need. So we need to meet our needs. So let us see the slide. So occupation, you have to learn the spelling of occupation. O-C-C-U-P-A-T-I-O-N, occupation. So occupation means some kind of job. So all of us do lot of work at home. Your parents might be doing cooking, cleaning, washing clothes, etc. So all these things are some kind of work. But for doing a specific work we need some training. Now when we do work we get money. Now in a profession we are always paid. That is, your father might be a doctor or your mother might be a teacher. So when they are doing such jobs they will get money for that. And what is that money used for? That money helps us to meet our basic needs. What are our basic needs? We need food, we need clothes, and we need to have a house to live in. So for meeting all the needs we need money. So we are working to get money. Now there are different types of occupations. That means people engage in different types of job and they get special training for that. So they need skill or special training. For example, for being a doctor we need to be trained in medical courses, and for being a lawyer we need to learn law. Now for teaching we go to schools and colleges and we learn the subjects. So each and every occupation needs or gives us specific training and we are able to do the job and we get money. So the most important thing is to earn money to meet our needs. So let us see some images related to different kinds of occupation. What do you see in this picture? You can see 2 people. So 2 types of people engaged in 2 occupation. The first one is a farmer. The first one is a farmer. What is there in his hand? He has his tool. So each and every person use different types of tools to do their job. So here is the farmer and here comes an architect. Who is an architect? An architect designs buildings. So whatever buildings, schools, colleges, hospitals, all these buildings are designed by architects. So here you can see him working. Now what about a farmer? A farmer cultivates fruits and vegetables and all things that we need. So he works in a farm. Now here you can see a plumber. Who is a plumber? A plumber repairs the taps, all the things that requires maintenance. So a plumber works on taps and other pipes, and he repairs all these things. Now you can see an electrician. Who is an electrician? An electrician is able to repair the switchboards. He is able to repair fans, lights, all sorts of electrical equipments are repaired by electrician. So suppose in your house some problem is there with the light, or some problem is there with the electricity. Whom do you call? You call an electrician. So these are the images of plumber and electrician. Now what do you see in this picture? You can see a carpenter. Who is a carpenter? A carpenter is a person who makes different kinds of furniture. The table, chair, the coat, and all sorts of cupboards are made by farmers. So what do they use to make these furniture? They use wood, and the tool used by them are hammer as well as saw. Now here you can see a tailor who stitches uniform for you. The tailor stitches uniform. And if we want to stitch some clothes, to whom do we go? We go to a tailor. So a tailor stitches clothes, and he uses scissors to cut the cloth, and he has the measuring tape to take the measurements. So we can see that each and every people who are engaged in different occupations, they use different kinds of tools for their work. So we got acquainted with carpenter as well as tailor. Now what is this? So what do you see in this image? You can see that a pot is being made. Now the person who makes the pot is known as the potter. The person who makes pots from clay is known as potter. Now in this picture you can see that a photograph is being taken by a person. So the person who takes photograph in studios is known as a photographer. So what is the duty of a photographer? A photographer takes photos. Now what is the device used by him? He uses a camera for taking photographs. Now you can see a grocery shop. What is being sold in a grocery shop? A lady is there. You can see that there are different things which are sold in a grocery shop. So a person who sells such thing is known as grocer. So all sorts of pulses, all sorts of grains, even rice is being sold in grocery shop. We get sugar, so many things. So we have to depend on grocery shop for buying these things. So this is a grocer. Now who is this? This is a fisherwoman. So we buy fish from fisherwoman. Even fisherman comes to our house and we buy fish from them, isn't it? So you can see she is selling fish. So they are engaged in their job. So we got acquainted with a number of people engaged in different occupation. We studied about farmer, we studied about photographer, we studied about potter, plumber, electrician, fisherwoman and grocer. Now what can you see here? You can see a baker. We go to bakeries for buying sweets and all sorts of confectionaries, isn't it? So a baker sells sweets and all sorts of confectionaries. So this is a baker. And you can also see a butcher. What is the job of a butcher? A butcher cuts and sells meat. So we go to normally we go to this shop for buying meat of different animals, isn't it? We feed on meat. So this is the butcher. Now what you can see here? You can see a person selling different kinds of books. So he is the bookseller. So a bookseller sells different types of books. So we go to bookshops for buying books, isn't it? There are a number of bookshops available. Have you heard the names of DC Books? Then we have different national booksellers for selling books. Now in the last picture you can see the picture of a vegetable vendor who sells different types of vegetables. Even we can see fruit sellers also. So all these people, they do their specific jobs. Some people sell things, some people work on different things. So all of them are using different tools. So we studied about vegetable vendor, bookseller. We also studied about baker and fisherwoman, butcher, etc. So these are the different people engaged in different types of occupation. So we discussed about farmer, architect, plumber, electrician, carpenter, tailor, potter, photographer, grocer, fisherwoman, vegetable vendor and baker. So there are about 14 different occupations. So in our live class we will read and explain the textual part. Okay. So these terms you need to learn. So you need to learn the spellings also. So just spell out and try to by heart the spellings, and you have also to read the textual part. Now let us see some questions related to this. So some fill in the blanks questions. First one is, a dash makes pots from clay. So who makes pots from clay? It is the potter. P-O-T-T-E-R, potter. A potter makes pots from clay. Now second one, and dash plans and designs building. Who is the person who plans and designs building? It is the architect. Spelling is A-R-C-H-I-T-E-C-T, architect. Now third one, a dash fixes and repairs taps and pipes. Who fixes the taps and pipes at your home? It is the plumber. Spelling is P-L-U-M-B-E-R, plumber. Now fourth one, and dash fixes and repairs switchboards. So who does that? It is the electrician. Spelling is E-L-E-C-T-R-I-C-I-A-N, electrician. Now fifth one, a dash stitches clothes for us. Who stitches clothes for you? It is the tailor. Spelling is T-A-I-L-O-R, tailor. So you have to learn the spellings and you have to study this. Now let us move on to the question answers. What is the importance of an occupation in a person's life? So answer is, occupation helps us to earn money. Now what is the money needed for? The money is needed to meet our basic needs. Which are our basic needs? Food, clothes and shelter. So I repeat, occupation helps us to earn money and meet our basic needs like food, clothes and shelter. Now let us move on to the second question. Who is a farmer? Who is a farmer? A farmer is a person who grows fruits and vegetables in the field. Answer, a farmer grows fruits and vegetables in the field. Now third question, who makes furniture and what tool does he use? Who makes furniture? Yes, it is the carpenter. A carpenter makes furniture, and which are the tools that he uses? He uses saw. The picture is there in your textbook. He uses saw to cut wooden logs. For the term for saw in Malayalam is arakkaval. So he uses saw to cut wooden logs and a hammer. You know what is a hammer? Hammer means chuttiga. So he uses a hammer to strike nails into the wood. So I repeat, a carpenter makes furniture. He uses saw. See, this is the tool which is used here. You know that when we say see, the past tense is saw. That saw is not used here. It is the tool. He uses saw to cut wooden logs and a hammer to strike nails into the wood. So children, you have to read the textual part, and during the live session we will discuss everything in a much more detailed manner. So do write the notes in your notebook and be ready for the live class by reading your textbook. So that's all for today's class. See you in the next class with the continuation of the lesson. So bye and thank you.